Hi, welcome to Quad-O-Matic. My name is Chris. I'm a C6, C7 quadriplegic, and this is my channel. It's been a long Sunday full of bills and chores and everything, and I'm going to have a martini and relax. So I'm going to show you how I make my version of a martini. There's a lot of different types of martinis. You probably heard like dirty martini. Gin is a typical martini. It's evolved to be a vodka martini, although that's not really a thing. But so I'm going to show you how I do this. All right. So I've got all my stuff here. I got my glass. I got my olives. I don't do them dirty. First thing I'm going to do is put an olive into my glass. I'm not going to use a toothpick or anything like that. I'm just going to get it out. So I don't have an active grip. I have Tino Desus. I can pick this jar up. I'm going to open it in my lap using my palm. So nice. I'm going to put that right next to my glass. I'm going to use a fork. And I showed a different video on how I hold a utensil. So I'm going to try to get an olive out of here, which always can be fun. It's kind of like bobbing for apples. Oh, there she goes. All right. So I'm going to set that aside. So put this back on. There we go. Right, for the moment, I'm going to set my glass over here. Okay, I don't use like a very expensive gin by any means. It's a very good gin, London Dry. It's a big bottle, so I'm going to hold this thing with two hands. Put my measuring thing here. You can see I'm going to wrap my hand around it, open it with my palm. Set that there. So pouring, I am holding it both-handed. Just gonna do that right there. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna pick this up again using my Tino Desus. It's gonna be a quick pour into the mixing glass. Okay. Add just a little bit more of this. Now, a lot of martini drinkers like vermouth, dry vermouth in their drink. I do not. I like my martinis very dry. So as I think it was Oscar Wilde or somebody said, you can make my martini while looking at an unopened bottle of vermouth across the street in another bar. Okay, so I'm gonna make mine very dry. Put that cap back on there. All right. Next up, I'm done with the olives, so just move that. So a typical martini, being a clear liquor, which obviously it is, should be stirred. So the author of James Bond, which was Ian Fleming, everybody knows James Bond likes his martinis shaken, not stirred. That's actually a joke by the author to see if anybody would actually get it. So you should be stirring this. So I'm just going to stir it around to get it cold.
Yeah, I was wondering why there was a shaker on the table.
Yeah, so most non-clear liquors, cocktails, things like that, would use a shaker like this. And maybe I'll show that in another video at some other time. But right now we're doing the martini. So I'm just going to make a little space here. Done with that. This is the Hawthorne strainer. Goes right on top of the mixer. So I'm just going to set it there. Brace it a little bit. It should just snap in place. And it should stay there. So I'm going to bring my glass over. Again, this is going to be a little bit heavier. It's heavy glass, heavy with the ice. So I'm going to grab it with both hands. I'm going to move that a little closer. Again, both hands. Slow pour. All right. And there we are. That is a martini. So as the 1920s witticist Dorothy Parker said, I like a martini, 2 at most. After 3, I'm under the table. After 4, I'm under my host. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. Goodbye for now.